The tools and technology that we have in our offices today can easily be overlooked or even taken for granted. But have you ever thought about what the offices of the past looked like? In this presentation, we're going to do just that. So join me as we take a look at how technology has changed over the last 70 years in the office.
Typewriters had been fully integrated into the workplace and were later designed to reduce noise. Filing cabinets were the main form of storing files and other information. Bulletin boards kept notes full of all kinds of things, from appointments to phone numbers and everything in between. Everything was done on good old-fashioned paper. No clouds here. Wow, what a wallop of information. Why don't we take a quick look at a 1950s video showing what the offices were really like? Here we have Billy coming to show his boss the spreadsheet that he's been working on for the last 2 weeks. Things took a long time to do back then when everything was done manually. Well, yes, all these numbers do match up, Billy. Great work. You're due for a promotion. Now Billy's going to go back to working on the rest of his spreadsheet. Wasn't that great?
Oh, that was weird. Anyways, why don't we take a look at the 80s now? Floppy disks began replacing physical storage methods, capable of storing up to a whopping 1.44 megabytes. That's like one picture from a modern smartphone. Telephones were one of the main forms of inner and outer office communication, as emails were still in their early stages of development and integration. Digital calculators had become much more common in the workplace as they became smaller and cheaper, a bean counter's dream come true. While primitive in comparison to modern devices, the introduction of the first cell phones in the late 80s would pave the way for the modern smartphones we have today. Fax machines were widely used to send and receive correspondence quickly over long distances. Think of it like a physical email. Don't let the size fool you. These bulky computers were rudimentary in terms of processing power and capabilities. However, their introduction to the workspace was one of the most monumental technological advances to the office. Not only were those computers big in size, but their release was a pretty big deal too. Let's take a quick look at a commercial for one of them.
In the beginning, the people who worked with computers were considered magicians. Abracadabra! But digital took the mystery out of computers. Digital Equipment Corporation pioneered the mini-computer, making compact, easy-to-use systems that can grow with your business. From your independent digital supplier, you can get hardware and software from one source without any hocus-pocus. Digital. We took the mystery out of computers.
And just like that, the computer age had begun, setting off a chain reaction of technological advancements that would bring us to where we are today. So now let's take a look at our modern offices of the 2010s and early 2020s. Flash drives have now become the norm for storing and transferring all types of files, ranging in sizes from 1 gigabyte to 1 terabyte. Fun fact, it takes 711 1.44 megabyte floppy disks to store 1 gigabyte of data, meaning it would take 91,008 of them to store 128 gigabytes. Peripherals like headphones allow workers to join meetings or enjoy their favorite media such as music or podcasts while they work, without disturbing their colleagues. Smart speakers, such as Google Home or Alexa, can help to set appointments, create reminders, make calls, or even control lighting, all with your voice. Today's smartphones have more technology in them than the rockets we once used to send people to the moon. These pocket-sized computers are capable of almost anything, from making phone calls to calculating complex formulas, and all the emails and social media in between. These devices are an integral part of most people's everyday life. Computers are no longer the only option when it comes to office work. Laptop and tablet technology has essentially caught up to desktop computer standards and can now be interchanged seamlessly depending on the application. Now that we've seen what's changed in the last 70 years, why don't we take a look at what the future offices might look like?
The nature of work has changed. The way we work has changed. The workplace has changed. At first, it was all about efficiency. Then productivity. Then connectivity. But what if the workplace was digital? An environment that knows you and adapts to your needs, leveraging technology to reduce operational friction, driving real-time value generation across the organization, enabling people to work fluidly and collaboratively, integrating teams regardless of where they are working. What if the workplace could be about efficiency and productivity and connectivity for a more human experience? Technology is driving the evolution of the workplace, and the workplace is driving the revolution of the employee experience. Leave the past behind. Experience the digital workplace by Deloitte.
So that's it. Thank you so much for watching and sticking through to the end. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. It's truly amazing to see how far technology has come and continues to advance. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to follow the links on your screen. They'll take you to the assets I used to make this presentation, as well as where we got a lot of our information from. Special thanks to Susanna for doing all of the research for this presentation, as well as Michelle for teaching me everything I know about PowerPoint. I couldn't have done it without them. Thank you.